years are fewer. Nothing we receive is brand new, it's just newer. While brothers drop down to their knees and make.
Welcome back to the Marathon Mortgage Happy Hour. I'm Mike Witzek.
My name is Rory Farrell, as always.
Yes, sir. And today we're not drinking. We're just going to get right into the news. Right into the news.
What are we, CBS?
Remember,
did you...
CBS?
I know you don't watch CBS.
What?
I know you don't watch CBS.
No.
What about Channel 1 News when you were... Did you guys have that in high school? Nah, that must be an old guy thing. Yeah. It was like this news program, quote unquote, that was like geared towards like middle school, high school kids, and they would put it on every morning.
That's cool.
Did
you dial the number for the weather and time?
Oh, my rotary.
Yeah.
Yep, it's pretty
As
cool.
Right.
On my Nokia phone.
Yeah. Who's calling my phone? All right. So today we're going to be discussing 5 things that we do to strengthen your offer as a loan officer, and just things we do to help get your offers accepted. So I'll take the first one.
If you can read my handwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It says
okay.
calling listing agents. Yep, that is what it says. That is a very big thing that we do, and it's been working a lot for us, is just reaching out to listing agents. We're a local brokerage in like the Philadelphia area. So when we reach out, call a listing agent, discuss with them, hey, look, like this person's qualified. We collected all the documents, ran credit, ran them through an automated underwriting system. Like they're good to go, and giving them that confidence really helps them accept that offer.
You can't believe more loan officers don't do it, honestly.
Yeah,
It's like,
I've had 2 offers accepted over the past week or so because I did that.
yeah, I mean, it's a huge deal. And it just, if you got Bank of America or Citibank, those loan officers aren't calling a listing agent.
No.
They don't care about their client, and they certainly don't care, about taking the extra moment to call the listing agent and really sing their praises. So
Yeah. So yeah, that's that piece. That's a really important piece.
It's great for us too, because we get to connect with another realtor, and it just puts us in a good light with them as well. But
yeah.
Every little thing counts in this market.
Yeah,
As far as offers are concerned, that's a huge one. So
anything. You want to take the next one there?
Yeah. So we just got a house under contract on one of my clients last night into this morning, and the big thing that got us the offer was that these clients were overbidding, obviously. But then anytime you overbid on a house, there's appraisal issues, or could be appraisal issues, and that's what a listing agent's always going to be concerned about. So my clients, we went back and forth on a bunch of different scenarios. What if you offered this and put this amount down? And what if you offered lower but put more down, and yada, yada. But you can run ahead of time an appraisal waiver. You can basically see if you get an appraisal waiver at different levels, so that you can see if you can comfortably waive the appraisal in your offer. So in this particular situation, they were like $86,000 over asking.
Wow.
But we messed with the numbers, got it to a point where it got an appraisal waiver, and that was part of their offer, and that was the thing that pushed them over the edge of
That's what
getting
made it
that
work.
house under contract. So, not every house gets an appraisal waiver. No matter how much you put down, not every offer is going to, be able to make that work. But
Yeah.
doing that ahead of time and kind of working with the listing agent, the buyer's agent, and the clients to figure out what's going to make the most sense is a huge benefit.
Yeah, definitely. All right, then creativity with offers. So, one thing that we're really good at looking at is, hey, maybe this person is bidding the same amount that you are. I mean, you won't know for sure, but you just want to make your offer look stronger and more competitive. Maybe we look at doing a swing loan if you're contingent on the sale of your home, if you can qualify for it. Maybe we look at you pay a little bit more in transfer tax to sweeten the pot a little bit for the other the sellers, I should say. There's a lot of different ways we can get creative, and one thing we're really good at doing is just seeing how to work your file and how to do it so that it's possibility and looks better than the other offers that are in there.
Just thinking outside the box. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you could very easily just offer another 10 grand on top, and my offer's higher, but then you start messing with, hey, is it going to appraise for 10 grand higher? And again, the listing agent's always going to be concerned about that. Like, a way to do the same thing is, like you said, maybe pay part of their transfer tax, or maybe pay for part of the buyer's agent commissions.
Yep.
So just kind of getting creative and figuring out ways to be outside the box and making your offer look stronger.
Yeah, definitely. Then you had appraisal gap
Scenarios. So this just happened on a different one of mine where
you're just rolling in them, losing track of these agreements.
it's very, I'm so busy, I'm losing track of. They were offering like 60 grand over asking, which was a significant amount over. It was like 15-20% over. So he was concerned about the appraisal, but he was putting so much down that I said, hey, listen, I mean, it could underappraise to list price, and it still wouldn't affect your mortgage. Like, it still wouldn't. You wouldn't have to come out of pocket with any additional money. You would have less equity. But we kind of ran those scenarios ahead of time, and then when we made the offer with the listing agent, I said, "Hey, I know he's bidding $60,000 over what it's listed for." We weren't concerned about the appraisal anyway because there was other comps, but in the event that it could appraise all the way down to what is actually listed, which he was confident that it would appraise for, and it won't affect anything. Loan will be totally fine. It'll be not an issue.
Cool.
So no mortgage insurance added, no additional funds out of pocket, anything like that. So just kind of running those scenarios ahead of time and giving the listing agent the confidence of if this underappraises, it's not going to blow up the deal.
What the hell is this last one?
You read it earlier.
Local, and communication. Oh, I have a sixth one too to talk about, but I'll just touch on the sixth one real quick. This is an honorable mention. Commitment dates. Realtors love getting commitments as soon as possible, like ASAP as possible. So they
ASAP as possible.
ASAP as possible. That's one of my new favorite things. They love getting them ASAP as possible. And what that does is it just shows the listing agent, like, yes, they were approved from the bank. Look, they're not the cleanest thing, but yeah, I can get you an approval in a couple days. I can get you a commitment in a couple days. If you really want a commitment in a couple days, no problem. Like, we'll make it happen. So that was another thing that I've seen offers get accepted because I'm like, yeah, you want a commitment in 3 days? Sure, I'll get you one. It's going to say, a million things, but you can have it. Or if you give me a week and a half, 2 weeks, I'll have you a cleaner one. If you want two, whatever. I'll rate you up as many commitments as you want. And then we were talking about local and communication. So that's number 5. We are a local loan officer company thing. What am I trying to say? Local mortgage company. Jesus Christ.
Broker, mortgage company.
Had a
You're
stroke.
really
I had a stroke.
nailing it today.
Thanks, pal.
We're not even drinking.
I got a lot going on right now, okay? But we're local. We're communicative. We talk on the phone. We text. We pick up the phone at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, and we get your offers accepted. So that's really what we're trying to nail home is we're doing everything we can to get business.
Yeah, I mean,
and make it happen.
You're making an offer, and a listing agency's, Rocket Mortgage on the offer.
They don't even accept it. I was just in a meeting
it.
with a listing agent the other day, and we were talking about stuff, and I'm like, what do you want to see from your loan officer on the other end? He's like, exactly everything you just said. And he's like, if it is Rocket or them, he's like, I advise my clients highly.
Yeah.
Hey, be very careful.
So that's, the part about being local, having 30 years of history of, good transactions and Zillow and Google reviews to look at. Being accessible, having a listing agent be able to call and talk through any concerns they have with an offer.
Yep.
As far as the buyer and buyer's agent's concerned, again, being fine-tuning things at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, like we were both working on last night, to make sure that offers are getting in before deadlines and being strong. So who you work with matters. We said that a million times, and it often is the difference between getting your deal accepted and not.
Yeah.
So.
Very well put. That's all I have to say.
Just under 10 minutes.
It's perfect.
Love
That's all I got to spare right now.
Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Now get to editing.
Yeah.
Get this thing out.
You see these abs? Haven't had a carb in 10 years. All right. See ya.
Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah, baby.
I'm from with too many lives, 25 years or fewer. Nothing we receive is brand new. It's just